Have you ever wondered why some people start acting strange or distant when you decide to aim higher in life? Maybe you wanted a better job, healthier relationships, or just a more positive lifestyle. But instead of cheering you on, they started giving you side looks, backhanded compliments, or even silent treatment. Why does this happen? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly why they act this way, how it's not your fault, and how to deal with it without lowering yourself to their level. Hey there, welcome to the channel. If you're tired of feeling guilty for wanting more out of life, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about why people get jealous when you refuse to lower your standards, and how you can stay strong without letting their negativity pull you down. Trust me, this is a game changer, so watch till the end. Why people get jealous when you raise your standards. Let's dive into a truth that's not easy to hear. When you raise your standards, you're not just changing your life, you're also challenging how others see you. And that can make some people uncomfortable. Think about it for a moment. People get used to a certain version of you. Maybe you were the one who always went along with everyone's plans, even when they didn't suit you. Or maybe you were the person who stayed silent when you should have spoken up, accepted less than you deserved, or avoided setting boundaries because you didn't want to upset anyone. But the moment you decide to grow, everything changes. You're no longer fitting into the mold they've created for you. Instead of staying in your old role, you're stepping up, demanding better, and striving for more. And here's where the real challenge comes in. Your growth doesn't just shake their perception of you. It shakes their perception of themselves. Let me explain what I mean. When you improve yourself, it can highlight areas in their own lives where they might feel stuck. It's like holding up a mirror. Suddenly, they're forced to see where they've stayed stagnant, where they've settled, or where they haven't put in the effort. And let's be real, that's not an easy thing for anyone to face. Now, instead of feeling inspired by your growth, some people will feel threatened by it. They might not even realize it, but their discomfort comes from comparing themselves to you. This can lead to projecting their insecurities onto you. They might say things like, "You've changed," or "You think you're better than us now." But let me tell you something. These comments aren't about you. They're about them. It's not your fault that your success reminds them of their own unfulfilled potential. You didn't set out to make them feel this way, but your growth is a natural trigger for their insecurities. And this is where jealousy comes into play. Here's an example to make it clearer. Imagine you decide to stop hanging out with toxic people and focus on improving your life. Whether it's working out, building a career, or spending time with supportive people. At first, some might act supportive, but soon you notice a change. They start making snide remarks or withdrawing from you. They might even accuse you of being too good for them now. Why do they act this way? It's because your decision to prioritize your growth forces them to confront their own choices. If you're willing to put in the work and make changes, it makes them question why they aren't doing the same. And instead of facing that reality, it's easier for them to blame you. So, what should you take away from this? First, remember that jealousy isn't about you. It's about them. Second, don't let their reactions stop you from growing. You have every right to raise your standards and pursue a better life. In fact, their jealousy is often a sign that you're doing something right. People rarely envy those who stay the same. It's your growth, your courage, and your determination that stirs those feelings in others. It's not about you. Let's take a moment to dive deeper into an important truth. Their jealousy isn't about you. It's about them. This is one of the most freeing realizations you can have because it shifts the weight off your shoulders and puts things into perspective. When someone is secure, happy, and fulfilled in their own life, they don't feel the need to criticize or bring others down. Think about the people you admire, those who are genuinely successful or content with where they are in life. Do they spend their energy nitpicking others or making negative comments about someone else's progress? No, they don't. They celebrate others' wins because their confidence allows them to. Now let's flip the coin. When someone reacts negatively to your growth, it's usually because they feel left behind, insecure, or even threatened. Imagine this. You've decided to improve your health. You've started eating better, working out regularly, and feeling good about yourself. But instead of encouraging you, a friend makes comments like, "Oh, so now you're too good to eat junk food with us?" Is it really about your choices? Or is it about how your choices make them feel? Here's the thing. They might feel exposed. Your decision to grow highlights what they're not doing. It forces them to face their own choices, or lack thereof, and that can be uncomfortable. Instead of dealing with that discomfort internally, they project it outward, onto you. Let's take another example. Maybe you've started working on a side hustle or business. You're putting in long hours, learning new skills, and sacrificing weekend hangouts to focus on your goals. Instead of being proud of you, someone says, "Why are you working so hard? Life's too short to stress yourself out." What's happening here? They see your dedication, and it reminds them of their own inaction. It's not that you're doing something wrong. It's that your actions are showing them what's possible, and they don't feel ready to step up. Here's the truth. Jealousy often comes from a place of comparison. They're comparing themselves to you, and in their mind, they're falling short. But that's not your responsibility to fix. Their feelings are a reflection of their journey, not yours. So, what can you do about it? First, remind yourself, this isn't about me. Repeat it as many times as you need to. When someone criticizes your progress, it's not a sign that you're on the wrong path. In fact, it might just be the opposite. It's a sign you're growing, evolving, and becoming someone they don't fully understand anymore. How to deal with jealousy without losing focus. Dealing with jealousy isn't easy, especially when it comes from people you thought would support you. But here's the thing. You can't control how others feel, but you can control how you respond. Let's break this down step by step. I'm going to share 4 powerful tips that will help you handle jealousy without losing focus on your goals. Tip 1. Stay focused on your goals. The first and most important thing is to stay focused on your goals. This might sound simple, but when negativity surrounds you, it can be challenging to block out the noise. Think about why you started your journey. Was it to make others happy? Or was it to build the life you've always dreamed of? Remind yourself of your why every single day. Maybe you're working hard to give your family a better future. Or perhaps you're trying to break old habits and create new ones. Whatever your reason, keep it front and center in your mind. Here's a practical exercise. Take a moment to visualize your end goal. Picture what success looks like to you. Imagine the feeling of achieving it, whether it's landing your dream job, improving your health, or creating a positive environment around you. Hold on to that image, especially when negativity creeps in. And remember, jealousy is often just noise. Don't let someone's opinions or insecurities pull you off track. Their words don't define your worth or your potential. Every step you take toward your goals is a victory, and you deserve to celebrate that progress. Tip 2. Set boundaries. Now let's talk about boundaries. This is a game changer when dealing with jealous people. It's perfectly okay, and even necessary, to distance yourself from people who drain your energy or try to bring you down. You don't have to cut them off entirely, unless that's what's best for you. But you do need to create space where their negativity can't reach you. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's self-care. Think of it as protecting your peace. If someone constantly makes you feel bad about your choices or undermines your confidence, it's time to reevaluate their role in your life. Here's an example. If a friend always criticizes your decisions or tries to downplay your success, politely but firmly, let them know that their comments aren't helpful. You can say something like, "I value our friendship, but I need to focus on positivity and growth right now." And remember, boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about protecting what matters most, your mental and emotional well-being. Tip 3. Find a supportive circle. One of the best ways to handle jealousy is to surround yourself with supportive people. These are the ones who cheer for you, celebrate your wins, and encourage your growth. Think about this. Who in your life truly has your back? It might be a close friend, a mentor, or even a family member. Spend more time with those people. Let their positive energy fuel your journey. If you don't currently have a supportive circle, don't worry. You can find one. Join groups or communities where like-minded people gather. Whether it's an online forum, a local meetup, or a professional network, there are always people out there who want to see you succeed. Here's an important reminder. Quality matters more than quantity. It's better to have a small group of genuine supporters than a large crowd of people who don't truly care about your growth. Tip 4. Never apologize for growing. This is the most important tip. Never, ever apologize for growing. You have every right to want more out of life, whether it's better opportunities, healthier relationships, or personal success. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices. Sometimes people will try to make you feel guilty for your progress. They might say things like, "You've changed," or "You think you're better than us now." But here's the truth. Change is good. Growth is good. And if someone can't handle your evolution, that's on them, not you. You're not here to stay the same version of yourself forever. Life is about learning, improving, and striving for the best. So don't let anyone make you feel bad for wanting more. Instead, use their words as motivation. Keep going. How jealousy confirms you're on the right path. Have you ever wondered why some people start acting differently toward you when you're doing well? Maybe you've noticed their tone shift, or they begin making subtle comments that feel off. It's as if your success bothers them. But what if I told you that their jealousy is actually a good thing? Yes, their envy is proof that you're on the right path, moving forward in life. Think about it for a second. People rarely envy someone who isn't making progress. If someone's life is stagnant or ordinary, there's nothing for others to notice or feel threatened by. Jealousy only arises when your growth, achievements, or decisions stand out. It happens when you start setting higher standards, taking bold steps, or striving for things that others might secretly desire for themselves, but haven't found the courage to pursue. Let's say you've started working on yourself. Maybe you're finally going to the gym regularly, eating healthier, or focusing on your mental well-being. While you're feeling proud of these small but meaningful changes, some people might look at you differently. You hear things like, "Oh, you think you're too good now?" or "You've changed." What they really mean is, "I see something in you that I wish I could achieve, but it makes me uncomfortable because I'm not doing it myself." This is a classic reaction. People who are happy and secure don't feel the need to bring others down. When they see someone succeeding, they celebrate it. But those who feel stuck in their own lives or insecure about their choices often project those feelings outward. They may criticize you, gossip about you, or even distance themselves, all because your progress reminds them of where they feel they're falling short. But here's the important thing to remember. Their jealousy isn't about you. It's about them. It's a reflection of their own fears and insecurities. Your growth is simply a mirror that shows them their potential, and that can be hard to face. So, instead of feeling hurt or discouraged by their reactions, use it as motivation. Their jealousy is a signal that you're making waves, that your actions are noticeable, and that you're stepping into a version of yourself that's worth envying. It's proof that you're doing something right. Think of it like this. When you're climbing a mountain, you don't stop just because someone below you shouts, "Why are you going so high?" You keep climbing because you know the view at the top is worth it. The same principle applies to life. People might criticize or envy your journey, but that doesn't mean you should stop. In fact, the more you grow, the more jealousy you might encounter. This isn't a bad thing. It's a sign that you're continuing to move forward. You're stepping out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary, and that can make people uncomfortable. But that's not your problem to fix. Your job is to stay focused on your goals, keep working hard, and let your success speak for itself. When someone's jealousy starts to show, remind yourself of how far you've come. Let it fuel your determination. You've earned every bit of progress through your effort, sacrifices, and persistence. Don't let anyone's opinions make you doubt that. Instead of lowering your standards to make others feel comfortable, raise them higher. Instead of dimming your light to fit in, shine even brighter. The right people, the ones who truly matter, will celebrate your success and support your journey. So the next time you sense jealousy from someone, don't let it hold you back. See it for what it really is. Proof that you're on the right path. You're living your life in a way that's inspiring, bold, unapologetic. And that's something worth being proud of. Keep going. Keep growing. And never let anyone's jealousy dim the fire within you. You're on the right track, and your best is yet to come. Now, let me ask you, have you ever experienced jealousy from someone just because you decided to aim higher and refuse to settle? How did it make you feel? And more importantly, how did you handle it? I'd love to hear your story, so drop it in the comments below. Your journey might just inspire someone else watching this video. If this video resonated with you or gave you clarity, don't leave without hitting that like button. It really helps get this message to others who need it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content that empowers and motivates you to keep growing. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this today. Together, we can build a community that uplifts and inspires each other to never settle for less. Let's grow together.